Hello again, Aquarius. It's May 2022. You know, there are four foundational segments of the horoscope. The sun sign, which is the first, what we call the first house, the fourth house, the seventh house, and the 10th house. This month, it's very important to note that there's a cluster of planets in your fourth house. This is a foundational part of your horoscope and relates to your family life, the domestic sphere of your life, the mother, the family patterns and the genetic tendencies that have made you who you are, and which, if you think carefully, propel you forward to continue creating and perpetuating karma. It's a habitual process for the most part, which is why this month the important theme is breaking that pattern of karma, understanding the fuel of karma. If you saw the introduction that I did on the attraction and repulsion aspects of karma, the attraction and repulsion components being the literal fuel which causes one to perpetuate this karma, you will have a deeper understanding. In your case, the eclipse on the 1st of May is going to break open a lot of those historic aspects, the relationship with your family, especially with your mother, the patterns that you've imbibed and inherited along these lines that have maybe, most likely unconsciously, caused this perpetuation of the karma. The shutting off of that light, the darkness, ask you to have a look around there. Have a look around in that darkness and see what it is that's underpinning some of your reactions and actions in your life. It's important this month to look at the relationship you've had with your family, to understand that that interrelationship spills over to in all the different parts of your life. All the different spheres of your life are impacted by this. No one sector of this horoscope is disconnected from any other sector. See, this is the problem with astrologers. They normally isolate, to some extent, what I'm doing here. But I don't want you to isolate this. You see, the planet Mercury will move into retrograde into this fourth house on the 10th. This is the planet of communication. It's the planet of creativity in your horoscope. It has a lot to do with the subconscious desires. So the communication is connected to this. Look at the moon, the emotions, that's part of the eclipse. Uranus, which is progressive thought. Every part of the horoscope is in some way touching every other part. But the underlying theme for you through this eclipse, and there's a second eclipse here in your 10th house, by the way, Aquarius, that happens on the 16th, has to do with your career. So getting everything right here, looking deeply into those blocks, those interrelated components of your relationship with your family and your mother in particular, gives you the opportunity to break the cycle of karma and to become much more conscious, present and aware of those patterns and how you can re-engineer that. I call that a process of destiny engineering. You can re-engineer that process to your advantage. So you are no longer a puppet in the hands of the karmic puppeteer. You are empowered by this insight. This takes meditation, self-reflection. The retrograde Mercury is going to do that. It's actually quite a good planet for you. In your case, the retrograde Mercury is going to enlighten you and give you the desire and the ingenuity to peer into your own self and to join those dots between yourself and the patterns of your hereditary past, to step out of that and to become the master of your destiny. So that is the theme this month, family orientation, and those past patterns and how that has impacted you, your actions, your reactions, and consequently your karma, now and in the future. The 10th house shows that having an understanding of these patterns is what liberates you from being bound to your past, gives you the opportunity through that self-empowerment to determine for yourself what path of action you wish to take. This is the 10th house, also called karma sthana, Karma sthana means the zone of karma. This is the other foundational sector in the horoscope. Once you understand yourself, then you can step into that bright light of self-determination in terms of your career. The second eclipse on the 16th takes place in this area. It's a lunar eclipse, and that prompts you to look at the emotional connection you have with the work that you do and to choose wisely, to also sever the ties, because the movement of Ketu, or this south node in your 10th house now, is really pushing you to step away from those past habits, those patterns. We tend to pursue the things we've done before. For example, you've worked for years in a specific area of work. It's hard to break that pattern. You might want to look at the stories of one particular story, Arnie Schwarzenegger, who was a bodybuilder, who then went on to be a film star, who then went on to be a politician. Clearly someone who's able to cut asunder the past completely and just begin afresh, begin anew. That takes a lot of courage, a lot of determination. You can do it. You've got the ability to do that, and you've got the celestial astrological tools and energies to help you do that this month. Pop on over to astrology.com.au. There's more on this. This is just the tip of the iceberg, Aquarius. Daily, monthly, weekly, yearly readings. We've got a whole lot of other tools there. We've got blogs that I'm uploading on karma that can expand your knowledge of not just the superficial aspects of karma, but the karma of intention, which I think is very, very important, which we're talking about here as well. The hidden aspects of karma that you can release, understand, and transcend for your own improved destiny. Drop me a line if you want. By all means, subscribe, and I will see you here next month. Take care. Bye-bye.